Okay, it's good to see you guys. It's been a few days since the video. What's happened? I was planning on going to Vietnam. Plans changed, and I ended up in Lima, Peru. So I'm at my Airbnb right now, and I have the charts up. I don't plan on taking any trades today because I'm kind of getting settled in, and I'm going to be doing some more traveling, walking around, exploring the city. Uh, I wanted to come to Lima, Peru. I have been here before. I think it's a really cool city. It has a lot of ancient sites, a lot of ancient Incan sites, like Machu Picchu is in it's in the country. Machu Picchu is in Cusco, and there's a lot of other ancient sites that I think are really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen Ancient Aliens, but about half of the stuff on that show is in Peru. So I think this is a really cool place. Glad to be here. It's kind of a 360 on where I ended up here as far as travel. But one reason a lot of people want to get into trading is because they are so free to go trade anywhere. And something that appeals to a lot of people is that you can go somewhere where there's a lower cost of living and trade. So, if your expenses are a third of what they are in the United States, then, by making the same amount trading, well, you can live, a great life, especially if the city is somewhere like on a beach and if that climate's very nice. And on top of that, then it's also very cheap. So that's something that's definitely appeals to me. And I know this is a trading channel and it's not a vacation channel, but I just wanted to kind of add this as part of it. Like, travel trading is a real thing. Some people, they just travel around the world and they trade, and they're able to place a few trades throughout the week, and they can go to places that they want to go. And some people decide to stay somewhere for a year or more, and the people that do that are going to get huge discounts on their stay because they'll be renting instead of having to do a hotel. They'll kind of be in one place for a while, and they can get settled in and really be able to have time to both trade but as well as enjoy the place that they're in. So I'm going to make a couple more comprehensive videos on Lima, Peru, travel trading, cost of living here, and just things to do around here. I'm going to make a couple on that. Right now, I'm just going to review yesterday's price action. I thought there were some interesting moves I wanted to talk about. I'm on my laptop, and I have for some reason my drawing tools were giving me some issues, so I'm going to use the old school Al Brooks method of putting the boxes on here like this. Alright, so starting on bar 1 and 2, the first two bars are both bull bars. Now the second one is a bit of a doji bar. However, whenever you get two bull bars like that on the open, it is okay to try to get a trade off of that. It is okay to try to get bullish, especially with a stop order above the bar. And you look at this chart and you say, well, you would have been stopped out pretty quick unless you were able to scalp out here. And the key with that, people that are buying above this bar 2, most of them are going to be swing trading. So they're not going to be holding just for a little bit here. Most of them that are buying above that bar 2 are trying to swing trade up to this high up here, or higher, up to 5,900, or maybe to the 200 moving average. About maybe 20% of the time, if you buy above that bar, you're going to get this is going to be the low of the day. And so people that are able to catch that and hold that the whole day, they're going to have a huge profit. Now the challenge is that they have to accept that lower probability. So they're going to get, most days are going to end up like this, where they will be stopped out below that bar 2. But in the cases where they win, that win will offset those losses and then also leave some for profit as well. Something that decreased the chance of that bar 2 trade working here, buying above that, is that we opened within yesterday's final range, within yesterday's final leg. So this is yesterday's final leg, from this low to this high. And when you get that, it increases the chance of the day being a trading range day, which it was for most of the day. And then we ended up having a bit of a breakout in the last part of the day. So when I see us open within the yesterday's final range, I'm more hesitant to try to take those swing trades. It's better to try to look to scalp if I'm going to be trading on the open. So some scalp ideas: strong reversals on the open where the bar is closing on their lower high. Those are usually good for a scalp. So an example of what I'm talking about would be, let me grab my box here. An example is selling below bar 4. As you can see, it's on the open. It's a reversal bar, this bear bar, and it's closing near its low. And when you get that, that is good for a scalp. So people will sell here, and they'll try to go for whatever the scalp size is. Now, the bars have been very large recently, so I would say a scalp is probably at least 10 points, and you would have had no issue getting 10 points down here on that scalp. Similarly, this bar here, it's not closing on its low, this bear bar here, but it is closing below its midpoint. It's not as strong of a sell, but I think it's still okay. Now, I think this is reasonable to try to go for a swing trade short, which would have worked out here. So what you would have is a double top, and it's a double top at the moving average on the open, and you have a good chance to be able to catch a swing trade from this. So we draw in our, this might be one example where you might take profit, 2 times your risk, and also be around these lows. Another trade like this is going to be the bear bar over here. We have a lower high double top. So double top up here, another lower high double top. This is also okay. We're trying to go for a trade. It's probably better to go for a swing trade because the day is trying to find its direction. That's why this sell here and this sell are better for swing trades, because the day's range so far has been small. It is a trading range, but the day's range has been small compared to the prior day's range. So when the opening range like this is small, you can expect that range to double. So even though it is going sideways and it's has a trading range like nature, we can expect this range to double. And so because of that, we want to try to look for swing trades to break out of this range. If you did go for a swing trade here, you would have gotten at least 2 times your risk down here, and the market ended up reversing up. By the way, the audio quality is not the highest, and you can probably hear honking and noises in the background. Lima is a loud city. Pretty much anywhere you are, there's going to be honking and lots of noises. So being here, that's just part of it. So yeah, just letting you know that's you're going to hear some noises in the background. As the market breaks out above the moving average, you can see we're starting to get some gaps. So this high and then this low, there's a gap there. So there's a gap here. As we're breaking out up here, there's another gap here. So bulls are starting to have control. They are owning the bars. And as the market is moving up through here, we can also see the bears that were shorting down here, betting on lower prices, they're trapped. So as the bears are seeing this market move up, they're having to adjust and exit out of their shorts. To me, I don't think they really exited fully until right here. So bears that were shorting down here, they're betting, well, we had a trading range open, it's probably going to be a trading range day, so we'll hold on even through all this, and we'll wait, and we'll short more up here and get out at our midpoint. However, when they started to see this bull bar, double bottom at the moving average, or triple bottom at the moving average, bull bar, follow through bull bar, there's a little gap. they're going to start exiting because they're thinking that this breakout is going to work now and that trading range is over. So when I see these 6 consecutive bars like this, to me, that is bears giving up. And when you go back and review your charts, look at these breakouts like this, and then look at what was before. And usually, when you see a strong breakout like this, what preceded it was one side being trapped. And to me, that's how I read this. The bears were shorting down here. They were holding, betting that there's a trading range day, but then they ended up getting trapped and had to exit out of their shorts, which is what caused this move up. So I think it is appropriate to mark these bars here as buys. So buying above, really any of these bars I think are okay, because I'm seeing that one side is trapped, and I like to be getting in when one side is trapped, especially after a triple bottom like this and good bars closing near their highs. You could argue that this would be a buy here as well. I think that's perfectly okay to be trying to buy here. To me, if you are buying here, you need to have in your mind that the bears are being trapped here, and if in your mind you believe that they are trapped, then I think that's okay to try to buy. Because if you're right, then there's going to be enough bears trapped exiting that will push your price up. But if I didn't feel like there was a trap here, and then I was looking at this, I would say that was probably trading range day. We're kind of starting to get higher up in that range now. We've had 2 bull bars with these big tails on top. I would probably wait on that. But with it following a trap, I think it's okay to try to be buying here or even above this bull bar here with this weaker tail. Because bears wait for bull bars to exit, and then they'll exit above those bull bars. So that's all I'm going to talk about on yesterday's price action. We can see the market's been moving a lot. We've had lots of big moves. I mean, even just today, we've already had, well, there was a huge gap down, and we've already had a 70-point range, 80-point range. So lots of big moves. I think it'd be good to go down to a 2,000 tick chart or a lower time frame and try to catch some of these swing trades on a lower time frame. And I have videos on that if you're interested in trying to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I'm gonna get you guys information on Lima, Peru, the things to do here, cost of living, the weather, best times to visit, and I'll make a video letting you guys know that. If you want to know something specific about Peru or about travel trading, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure I get you the answer before I leave here. Guys, thank you for watching. The videos will probably be sporadic. It's traveling, so we'll get the videos out when I can. But like I said, let me know if you want to know anything, and I'll make sure I can get that to you. All right, see you guys.